Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Good. How's your day?
Good. Um, Today we're gonna look at another really good area. There's a little pocket off Ferndale with some really nice houses in there.
Yeah, it
Really
is.
nice area, right?
On the bluffs, backs on the bluffs, low nines and some sales this year. Just to recap. Highest one sells 1.1, but there's only been 4 sold since January. It's just an area that, doesn't come up that often, right? It's a desired pocket in the community. A lot of them back on ravines, a lot of them have pools. We're seeing 1.4, 5, 6, 7 on some of these big properties and lots back there, but it is probably one of the most desired neighborhoods in the community.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you there are a couple listings there right now.
Yeah.
And now this is Stapleton Drive here, which is really nice, and it's a dead end. There's no listings there.
It's a great court. Very, very nice court off Cummings.
Yeah, when we go street view, I'll try to go up it.
Yeah, for sure. It's worthwhile.
And then on Cumming, we have one there. So you know how the listings are doubled up?
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So Cumming, the only problem with it is it's kind of like the main road in, right?
It is, but it's not really, I'm not going to say it's a busy street because there's not a lot of side streets off it. Right? You got Orsi Court and you got Stapleton. And when you go up
Bloom.
there, Bloom too, it's not a really busy street, but Cumming is the main artery into that little pocket in there. And as you can see by the pictures, beautiful backdrop off these houses, lots of trees, lots of walking trails in there. That's
Beautiful
all.
builds too, eh? The construction in here.
Yeah, for sure. No, it is. I mean, that area's 25 maybe. You're going to see some datedness as we go through some of these pictures, which is common. Um, but it is the area. Close proximity to schools, parks, shopping, 400.
Yeah, this one, the kitchen is a bit dated.
Yeah, and you're gonna see that, right? You're gonna have some money to spend in some of these homes to get them up and running. What was the price of 1,149,900?
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting for the backyard.
Yeah. Big rooms.
Yeah,
The bathroom, I think's been updated.
that you can tell.
The bedrooms are humongous, Mark.
Yeah, I know. They're good sizes.
Fully
But
finished basement.
yeah, a lot of carpet.
Oh, well.
I know. There's some work to be done in the basement. I don't really, why wouldn't you finish the ceiling on back there? But
You
anyway,
know, that's the thing now. Some people aren't doing it. They're painting it black.
not my favorite. There's a nice backyard. And throughout here, Dan, there's all kind because I used to live in that area. So all kinds of trails throughout this area that you walk in
Over
through.
here, yeah.
I'd go off Eaglestone and Sedgewood to enter them, like even off Ardagh, like really nice
So
area.
on the north side of Cumming, you're on EP, but on the other side, you're not.
Correct.
You
Correct.
back on to other homes, right?
Yeah, you're backing onto a bit of
Stapleton.
Stapleton a little bit. Yep.
And
More Stapleton than anything because it goes around, right? So,
yeah.
yep. Yep.
So that's one.
I don't think it's a bad price for the area. Yes, you got some money to be spent on it as far as updates, but that lot's a real nice lot.
Here's one at 1,129,900. We'll look at a couple listings, then I'll do a street view.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're loading.
Here it is. Doesn't look that
Okay,
big.
so this one isn't backing onto the bluffs.
No, no. You can see some of Stapleton Court.
Yeah, so
Yes.
you can see the houses behind.
Yep.
Oh, this one's updated. Most of the kitchens were brown, so I think this one would have been updated. Nice homes though. Nine
Yeah,
foot ceilings,
yep,
fireplace, separate dining area. This one's all wood throughout, not carpet.
yeah, that's a plus. But again, the other one being, yes, there's some nice updates in here in the kitchens and bathrooms, but I'd still would take the other property because of the privacy. Right? I'd spend the extra money on updating it. Put 100 grand in that place, 150, you got it dialed up. Especially if
This
you're,
is nice, Mark.
yeah, but I don't like the ceramic in the basement like that.
I don't either. Well, I find it's just too cold on your feet when you're down there. It's
It's,
cold.
it is, right?
Yeah.
It's big. It's got some size to it. Got a bedroom.
It's huge, Mark.
Well, I don't think it's that big as we think.
So it's got a hot tub, cute yard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they're showing that again. I wanted to see a full picture of the yard, but you don't really see it.
Yeah. I don't think that lot's that big.
I wanted to see if there was privacy or, you know what I mean?
It's hard to see. I'm gonna put a few more pictures. I don't think it's that.
Like this looks like the shed from the next door neighbor,
It is.
doesn't it?
Yeah. I think it is. Hard to tell.
Well, what I also wanted to do was look at the
That
neighborhood
place.
stats.
What's that?
I wanted to look at the neighborhood stats.
Yeah, pull them up. Again, we keep saying this, folks. No one's looking at this, and I really think you should. It has a lot.
Driving 9.6, average 9. Yeah, there's not a lot of shopping or anything around there.
No, but you're up on Essa Road, and then you're right on Mapleview. Like you got a short drive, and there's a lot of amenities.
And it's not close to downtown or the water.
No, no, but to me, I don't think that makes it different. The valuations are decent valuations in that area. Desired
Okay,
area.
so look at this. Average income is 65,000, but the family is
Right.
179.
Right, right. So you're buying your neighbors in a community like this in that pocket.
Huge.
Low turnover, professional people, probably commute from the city.
So the population, as you can see, are mostly older because it's a expensive area.
Right. And that tells a lot, right? Because they're staying there too. There's no way, yes, there'd be some 56-year-olds say, hey, you know what, we want to downsize our house, or you know what I mean? I'm getting some, some of my friends or kids are going to university. They're thinking, hey, I don't need this big house, but I don't want to make a lateral move and I don't want to give up what I have. And they have a beautiful home in a nice area.
And
You're
there's
not-
quite a few bungalows in there too.
Yes, there is. Yeah, there is. There's some beautiful, stunning. And then there's some big, gigantic 2 stories, and we're gonna go through it on the street view, but yeah.
Single detached homes. 90% owners,
Yeah, 100%. Very few.
9.9% renters. That's the highest amount we've seen.
And the renters, what's the demographic of, like, there's, I mean, sorry, not renters, but row houses. There's no row houses in there. Across the road on Wildwood.
They're saying 7.7, so I don't know. There's
No.
none in there at all. So yeah.
But they're giving that as an area, right? To probably
Yes,
be the Wildwood area, because there is some in that area, and across on Ferndale as well.
exactly.
Now, there's no townhomes, semi-detached homes in that area whatsoever.
I kind of figured this too. Well, the education level isn't
Mhm.
kind of all over the place, really.
No. And a
Yeah,
lot
the
of,
commute by foot, 0.6%. That's not happening.
no. And people, again, there's been a lot of people raise their families in that area.
90% English only, 0.1 French, 8% English and French, 1% other. Actually, there's a higher percentage of English and French there than most.
Yeah. So 2 listings on the whole street for
No,
sale.
there's another one. There's one
Okay,
over here. 1.25,
let's pull it up.
4+1 bed.
Can you make that bigger?
Yes.
I think it's been listed a bit.
So this is that big 2-story.
He's been listening for a while.
and parked 20 cars. It's vacant.
Very dated. Look at the old tile. It's
I could live with that, and if the kitchen's nice.
I don't love it.
Mm.
It's been sitting for some time, I believe.
Oh, that's nice, the upstairs. Oh, it's got a kitchen in the basement.
And not that that makes a big deal. You know, this property, you know, I was going to say it a couple minutes ago, look, almost looks like a rental at one time, right? Because it just looks a little tired, needs to be freshened up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, look at the
Does.
lawn, look at the back, you know,
The
right?
lawn is nice. As far as look at it
Well,
is on
you got a nice lot, you got a nice private lot. I would take some new pictures of that because those are probably old pictures, but yeah, cut up. I'm not a big fan of it.
this
I
is
think
the
it's
basement. That was the
backyard.
basement. Well,
Yeah.
I find a detriment too when I had houses with a lot of steps going up, it was a problem.
Mhm.
It was a hard sell.
It's a hard sell. House is tired. Need
Yeah,
to,
I'm gonna try to drop my little dude.
yeah. Yeah, might
I
as well
think
start.
this is Stapleton, Mark.
Yeah, go to the safe and then you kind of come, maybe start
Well,
back.
this is Coming Drive. I wanted to show them there is a little park.
Yeah, and through that park, Dan, too, there's, you come out, I used to come out of the trails out of there and stuff like that, so nice park. You know, there's not a lot of young kids in that community anymore.
There's actually not, I know. So this is Stapleton up here.
And that was probably built, what, 8 years ago?
Yeah.
About that, 8 to 10,
When
but
I
more.
sold the one there, it was probably 8 or 9 years ago, was it? And it was 2 years old.
Yep, yeah, really. So all this side here, Dan, is all backing onto the woods. Just some nice lots. A lot of people have pools in the backyard.
Yeah, the only problem I had on some of them is their hills.
Some are, yeah, and there's, you know, and to that point too, there's also, I've been in a couple of homes in that street. Some layouts are great, some layouts are terribly done. Oh, cut up, cut up, cut up.
Yeah. But as you can see, these homes are all
Oh yeah,
Mancini is the builder here on this one,
yeah,
on Stapleton anyway. I sold a big bungalow, a 2,000 square foot bungalow here.
that's big.
I think it was up here somewhere. But some of these are some big homes, right?
Very nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
very.
is the one. This is the one I sold years ago.
Isn't that Patty's?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a nice home. It was a nice property.
it was a nice home. She had a big retaining wall at the back and a giant pool.
Yeah,
You can't see it for all the trees, eh?
I know. What do you sell that for back then?
I can't even remember. I think it was like under 7.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's only 1.2, 1.3.
Yeah.
This is
Nice
a,
home, so right? Like it's a court too, right? So it very, very quiet street.
very quiet, not a lot of turnover. Um,
No. And like I said, there are bungalows mixed in there.
there's a catwalk that goes up to
Here.
Cummings right from there. Ah, is it Cummings? Yeah, it is. Goes around. Yeah.
Hmm. So very nice area, right?
Yeah, if someone's looking for a nice executive area, professional area, homes, again, we went through the prices. This is an area to keep an eye on.
Well, yeah, and I think if you want to be in an area of, like you say, they're almost kind of like estate type homes, right?
I would say you're buying your neighbors a little bit there. Like, right, you got,
We don't have that many detached subdivisions Like that's probably one of the newer, like Stapleton at 8, 10 years ago, where they actually built detached, big, nice houses.
Correct, correct. Yep, yep.
Like in Innisfil, there's a million of those.
Right, there is. And then look at any building going on now. They're making these builders put a lot of different, property types.
Mixed use.
Right. Or different type of more affordable housing mixed in. I'm not a fan of that. Just not a fan of driving, spending, say, 1.2, 1.3, and then, no disrespect, but then seeing, 200 townhomes a street over with a lot of rentals, disturbances, whole bit. It's comes of it.
Well, and lots of parking issues always.
Being crowded, as over in Bear Creek Ridge, prime example. Franklin,
Yeah.
beautiful street. It can compete with this, but the area can't for housing, but not the area can't compete. And they got these gigantic 3,500 square foot 2 stories, and your lot's like 90. Like you could reach out and your backyard's done.
I know.
Backing on the ravine, who cares? You got no use. Like you got a small use
Yeah.
patch. You don't buy a lawnmower.
I
Like,
know. And so that's the thing. Like if you're looking for something like that, there's not there's not a lot of options. The
mm-mm.
Innisshore area, a lot of them are older, and the newer ones, like on Plunkett, are friggin' huge, huge money.
Right, right.
And like this is about the only other area where you can get homes like that with decent lots.
I agree. So what we should do this week is let's do a video on Bear Creek Ridge.
Yeah.
Explain that mixed use of property types for mix of affordable housing, different pricing ranges, because there's many streets that we could cover off that will kind of, which is really pretty not that far from this area.
Yeah, I know.
So I think it'd be good. Anyway, I think it'd be great video to kind of show off that area as well, to explain what we're talking about. But to your point, these areas like this and over on Southeast, like the 20-some years old, they got the bigger lots, bigger houses, backing on AP, detached only. Now you're gonna pay for it. But no, that was good. So viewers, if you have any questions on the Barrie real estate market, reach out to Diane or myself. We'd love to help you out, and follow for more information on Barrie Real Estate in Simcoe County.
Perfect.
We're done.
Yes. See
Hey.
ya.